try my balancing skills. Great so far. I got 4. Pretty good. Fears. Audience. Fears. Coffee first. In my Fears Man mug. I love it. I love it. Yummy! Well, I decided to try some balancing skills, you know, like Carrie. Carrie's always balancing stuff on her head. I got 4 movies, so that is the record to beat. Anyway, Fears, audience, fears. What's up, guys? Happy Saturday, and happy Washington's birthday today. I got a couple updates, and then we're going to just roll on in with the show. All right. So here we go. Let me open up my calendar here. We've got a couple of things coming up. So today is Washington's birthday. On the 24th or the 25th, I believe it's Flag Day in Mexico. So I'll put a thumbnail up of that. The next major holiday is Ash Wednesday. So all of the thumbnails, except for Flag Day. So tomorrow's thumbnail will be, you know, for Ash Wednesday. So that's what we're doing next. And then after Ash Wednesday, what do we got coming up? Well, we got my dad's birthday. So happy pre-birthday, Dad. My dad would have been 68. My dad's birthday is March 14th. So if you want to send some fan mail, you know, and write my dad a birthday card, I would love for the fans to send a birthday card, you know, to the fan mail for my dad. If you want to send fan mail, here it is. P.O. Box 16745, CAGAN's Crossing Boulevard, STE 102B, PMB 40, Claremont, Florida, 34714. And you can sign it Fears Vlogs or John Fears or FearsMan26, whatever you would like, my friends. Anyway, yeah, send my dad a birthday card and I will read it on camera. Because I love my dad. Good old John William Fears. He's going to be 68 on March 14th. March 14th. And then let's see. Then we got Daylight Savings Day coming up. We got St. Patrick's Day after my dad's birthday on the 17th. On the 17th is St. Patrick's Day. Then we got April Fool's Day on April 1st. After April Fool's Day, we've got, let's see, Palm Sunday, Passover. Then we've got Good Friday. Then we've got Easter in April. And then on the 22nd, we've got Earth Day. And then we've got my buddy's birthday coming up. He's going to be 43 on the 5th of May. And then we got Cinco de Mayo coming up. So lots of events. Lots of events coming up, my friends. Your main man Fears will be here to tell you guys all the events. You know, going nuts, going ballistic. Let's check out that weather. Let's check out that weather. Okay. In New York City, we've got 39 degrees, highest 39, lowest is 21. In Hull, England, 48 degrees, highest 55, lowest is 44. In Orlando, Florida, it's 70. Highest is 72, the lowest is 46. In Los Angeles, California, it's 69 degrees, highest is 71, lowest is 49. In Wentzville, Missouri, we've got 37 degrees. Highest is 39, lowest is 14. In St. Louis, Missouri, we've got 38 degrees. Highest is 40 degrees. Lowest is 18. And in my city, the highest is 72. And lowest is 70. I'm sorry, highest is 70. Lowest is 44. So that's what we got. We got the convention tomorrow. I'm thinking about going. I haven't decided if I'm going to go because really I don't need any more projects to edit and more footage to edit. So I could just save myself some money and not go. But I haven't seen Jeff in a while. It is an hour there. It is an hour back. So, I don't know. We'll see. We'll definitely see. I got my healthy snack. So we'll see. We'll see if I go. But today, we're going to review 3 movies. I watched Tron last night. I watched Tron and Logan's Run last night. And then today I watched Terminator 2. Today. So we're going to be reviewing those 3 movies. Bum. Then we're going to talk about Washington's birthday. Like I said, I got a con coming up. So I'm going to read the con preview. Then I thought, I love dystopian films and dystopian movies, and I love utopian movies. Because you kind of get to look into the future. But I've never really talked about it, so I thought, let's talk about dystopia. And I'm going to try to name off the best dystopian films and the best utopian films. So yeah. And then if there's time, we'll talk about some movie props. My friend Pixel helped me find a new prop. I've been looking for it for 2 years. Pixel's a smart guy. They must have just put it on Etsy. I've been looking for that Ivan's ooze off of Power Rangers for, I don't know, 2 years? 3 years? 4 years? No, I'm just joking. I've been solidly looking intensely for about 2 years. He went on there. He found it within 2 minutes. So there you are. All right. So that's what we got going on today. Let's open up the chat. There we are. 3 years? 4 years? I sound like a robot. I don't know why I'm sounding like a robot. No, I'm just joking. He found it within 2 minutes. Why am I sounding like a robot? Alright. So that's what we got going on today. Let's open up the chat. There we are. It's weird. I don't know. Let me try to fix the audio, because something's fucking going nuts. Let me turn it down a little bit. I hope this helps. Hang on. I don't know why I'm sounding like a robot. It sounds very robotic-y. I have no clue. Let's see if that helped it. Hang on. Better. I don't know why I'm sounding like a robot. It sounds very robotic. Let's see if that helped it. I don't know. I really don't know why it's sounding like that, but I'm going to continue on. Anyway. Yo, what's up, Joey? He says, you need a new paper. A new paper for what? I don't know what you're on about. Yo, Fierce. What's up, Lantern? Shout out to the chat. Howdy, Robotic Stream. Yeah, I don't know why it's like that. I have no clue. I thought about maybe restarting the stream, but I don't want to do that. So I'm just going to keep going. But I apologize for sounding robotic. Usually it's not like this. I don't know what the fuck's going on, but anyway. I'll be right back before we get into some deep topics because I need to use the restroom. So just check out my Fears Man mug and I'll be right back. think I'm just going to throw on my headphones because I am sounding so robotic. I am sounding so robotic. Yo, what's up, Pixel? I don't know why I'm sounding robotic. I don't know if my audio is fucking up or what, but hopefully when I put these on and speak through this mic, I hope it's better. But yeah, shout out to Lord Lantern and Lord Pixel. Pixel, I was telling everybody, I looked for that prop for 2 years. They must have just put it on the market on Etsy and eBay. Because I found it on eBay too. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? You look on it, takes you 2 minutes. Fears 2 years, Pixel 2 minutes. Alright, let me plug this in, and I hope to God my audio is better. So yeah. Yo, Pixel! Yo! That sound better? Hello? Hello? Let's hear. Let me play it back and see if it's better, cause I don't want to sound robotic all fucking day. Yo! Oh, that sounds way better. That sounds way better. I need to turn it down a little bit. God, that's fucking loud. There we go. Damn, that was loud. It was like blood was coming out of my fucking ear. Anyway. Let's see. Technology just bugs up sometimes. That's true, Pixel. That's true. I just wanted to put this on because I was like, I'm not fucking listening to "Hi, my name is Fears, my name is Fears" like all fucking day. And I was like, I don't want to be fucking robotic all day, especially in the stream. Did you like that video of Biff? I did. It's like, while I'm flying on a plane and I'm on the street, there's a lot of friendly people I like to meet. And then he's all like, how was that hoverboard? A piece of garbage. Do those hoverboards really float? It's a movie. Stop asking me the question. I like that song. That was good. That was good. Lantern says, yep. Let's see. Lantern says, sound way better. Yeah, way better now. Okay, good. Good. Rocking and rolling. Good. Rocking and rolling. I don't know. Usually my internet is like, it could be an internet problem because the internet cut out. I was checking my email after I woke up this morning. I skipped breakfast, and I just had a sandwich for lunch, and now I'm snacking on an apple. Guy's a good singer. I was surprised. Oh, did you see him in person, Pixel? That's what's up. That's what's up. Well, I've got very special news. I don't know if it was fate or destiny or what. You know how Carrie just got a new paycheck from YouTube? I swear, I'm not lying. I'm going to show you the email. And I will show you the email so people know I'm not lying, because I'm trying to be truthful these days. I just got to hide my email in the actual email. So let me open it up. But Fears finally got my second paycheck from YouTube. Finally. It took forever. Here, let me open up the email and I will show you. There it is. Google Payments. All right, hang on. Let me just zoom in. Check your recent payment. We sent a payment for your AdSense, YouTube, February 21st, 2025. Wait, can you see it? I don't know if you can see it. Hang on. There we go. February 21st, 2025. There you go. So I just got a new paycheck. Hell yeah! Now, it was only for $104, but I'm going to use that paycheck and pay some bills off, motherfucker. Because every cent counts. Let me turn off my phone before every single troll idiot calls my phone. Looks like no phone calls today, motherfucker, because guess what, idiot? I already turned off my phone. So yeah, there we are. Let's see. Joey says punch the rabbit. All right, Joey. I'll do it for you. I'll do it for you. You were such a bitch. There it is. Actually, you know what? I'm glad It looks fantastic together, actually. It was just a bitch to put together. It fought me the whole time, but I'm glad it's together, and it actually looks fantastic. Hang on, let me fix his little arms and put his little carrot there. Hang on. Will it stay now? It probably won't stay now that I want it to. See, you little bitch. Hang on. Here, I'll just put it down there. Let's see. Hell yeah, making money off of Fearsman. Hey, listen. It's not much, Pixel, but you are correct. Every little bit helps. And I am so glad that I make, doesn't have to be millions, but I'm so glad that I make a little bit of money off of my video content. So yeah. Those little troll fingers didn't dial fast enough. Eat it, trolls. This is true. This is very true. I just think it's a waste of their time to always call me. They waste a lot of time and effort trolling me, but whatever. I try not to let it bother me. But yeah. So that's one bit of good news. And I was like, I better save this email, I said, because people will think I'm jealous. Like, oh yeah, Carrie just got, because I saw Carrie posted a picture of her email, and I didn't want to post a picture of my email because it says my email address, and so I had to, I went like this, I zoomed in so you guys would just see the AdSense stuff and the date, so you guys knew I wasn't lying. Because people already have my email, my phone number enough, and I don't want anyone else to have it, you know? So that's why I was like, zoop, and zoomed in like that. Carrie was pretty brave to put her email and her photo pixel in the Discord. And I was like, I don't want to do that. But I was like, I better show them the email, because some trolls will think, oh, yeah, Fears is just saying that he got his second paycheck because Carrie just got a recent paycheck. And I was like, that's not true. It just randomly happened. It was like the other day I got the email, and I forgot to tell you guys yesterday. And I was like, oh shit, I better tell them today. I'm like, I forgot yesterday. So actually I got it yesterday. I haven't spent any of it. I'll probably pay it on some bills, because I know I got my water bill and my my gas bill coming up. So even though it's $104, that'll pay for, if not both of those bills, one of those bills for sure. So there you are. So, feels pretty good. It always feels good whenever all my hard work and then they throw you a bone. I just wish they would throw me more bones. Because they will not pay you until you hit at least $100. So let's say you make $600 in a month. You will not get that until the end of the month. And they calculate all your views and your comments and your likes and all that bullshit for the very end of the month. And it seems like every time I always get at least 100 or just a little. Like the first paycheck ever I got was $150. This time I got $104. So the first time I got a paycheck, it was actually more. I made $150 and like some change. I think it was like $150 and 60 cents or some shit like that. I know it was at least $150. And I was like, that's actually not too bad for my first YouTube paycheck ever. But this one, it's a little low. But I was like, oh, well, I mean, $100 is $100 less that I didn't have. So there you are. So, yeah. So there you are. Pixel says, me, you, and Carrie, YouTube is going to go broke paying all of us. I didn't know that you got paid for your content, Pixel. You probably get paid more for your wrestling content. Excuse me for a second. There is an itch on the back of my head. I gotta take off my hat and scratch it because it's just bugging the hell out of me. Give me 1 second. I promise I took a shower today. I promise I washed my hair. I used shampoo. It was an itch in the back just driving me nuts. I didn't know that you got paid though, Pixel, for your wrestling content. That's pretty badass. Or is it Pixel Protocol? So yeah. Or is it both? That's not true, Joey. That's not true. Pixel does not get $10,000 a month. I'd be like, share the wealth, motherfucker. My wrestling channel is what paid. Yeah, my Pixel one doesn't. have nearly enough subs or views. Yeah, but see, you don't, Pixel, I'm your friend. I liked your Pixel Protocol content far more than your wrestling stuff. Don't get me wrong. I'm subscribed to both. I like your wrestling shit. I think you should work on both. I know it's a pain in the ass because I have 2 channels, but I work both on my well-edited Fearsman 26 projects. I'm going to upload a video right after this is done. I did a more edited version of me and Randall's adventure when we went to go meet Amy Jo Johnson. And I put some extra scenes in it that I didn't put in the vlog. So that's coming. So it should be up, depending on how long I stream today. It'll either be an hour or 2 after this stream is done, so you guys can check it out later on today, because I just have to finish editing the ending credits and say, hey, thanks for subscribing, and da-da-da-da at the end of the, or thanks, give me a like, comment, and a sub at the end of the vlog, and then compress it, and usually compressing it takes, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes, however long it is, and then I'm going to upload it, so it should be up by tonight before I go to bed, so you guys will check that out later, but I always enjoyed your Pixel Protocol content more, and I think you should continue on making those meme videos and all your Pixel Protocol content. That's just me. You can do whatever you want, but me as your friend, I think you should put more content on both. I mean, I know you're excuse me, I know your wrestling channel makes you money and stuff and all that, but I think you should totally work on both, buddy. That's just me though, because you have not uploaded a video on Pixel Protocol in it's been a fucking long while. It's been a minute. Bo Seamus, what up? He says, Fierce, did you know Dan Aykroyd is in the Temple of Doom? I never knew that. Oh yeah, I knew that. It's when Willie, Short Round, and Indiana Jones get to the airport, and he's that really nerdy guy with the long socks, and he's got glasses, and he's got a comb over, and he tells Dr. Jones, "Oh, Dr. Jones, I'm R. Weber," and then he secured him on an airplane. So yeah, and actually, Harrison Ford and Steven Spielberg did that as a favor to Dan Aykroyd. He said, "I love Indiana Jones. You got to get me a role either in Temple of Doom or Last Crusade." And Steven Spielberg was like, "Yeah, sure. Like, we'll find you a little cameo, like a little role." And he goes, "I don't care what the fucking role is. Just get me in there, because I have all the Indiana Jones 1 through 5, Raiders of the Lost Ark, Temple of Doom, Last Crusade, Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, and Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. I've got them all, and I have the Blu-ray ones and some of the 4Ks that have a shitload of bonus features, Bo Seamus, and they said that in the behind the scenes, so I absolutely knew that. But thank you for writing me, because I haven't watched Temple of Doom in a minute, and I should rewatch it again because it's such a great fucking movie. So yeah. Let's see. Lantern says, "Is Seamus here?" Oh! Seamus is here. Lantern. Pixel says, "Lantern streams have been on a crazy legendary roll." This is true. I was there till wee hours of the morning, Pixel. I think I cut out like, I don't know, 4:30. I was like, Fears is fucking snoozing. I'm tired. Try bye. See you later. I'm out. And I had a little nap. And I slept from like, I don't know, 4:30 to, let's see, it's 3 in the afternoon now, 3:16. I went to bed, I don't know, 4:30-ish. And I slept from 4:30-ish to like maybe 10:30. Got up. And I watched this classic, T2. Terminator 2, motherfucker. And then I watched these last night. So I watched Logan's Run before I went on Lantern Stream, and then I kept going in and out of Lantern Stream, and I watched the classic Tron. Classic film, Pixel. Pixel, if you've never seen Logan's Run, this is a perfect example of a dystopian film. It's both. It's a utopian society where Logan lives in this big white plastic bubble type of building, but as soon as he goes outside the bubble, the rest of the world is in shit, chaos, and fucking dystopia. And then you got this. You got T2. And this is kind of a dystopian film because they get sucked into a digital world, and that digital world is not the best world. So that's kind of a dystopian world. So that's one of the reasons why I watched these two, because they're technically both dystopian films. So yeah. The belly button fanny pack is adorable. Well, see, that's all for Lord Visions. Visions has got a pretty creative mind, Pixel. So I thought at first people were fucking with me. I was like, there's no way. But then I was like, well, this is the legendary guy that is Visions. So I was like, I wouldn't put it past him. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, I need the proof. I gotta see it. He showed it, and I went, oh shit, damn. And then I was like, Lantern, you got it. I'm like, you gotta say thank you to Visions. And then he did. And then I said, Visions? I said, I'm impressed. I'm very impressed. And he was like, hell yeah, Fears. So there you are. And I was like, I never got a belly button fanny pack. I'm just saying. Not that I want one, because mine would be different, because check out my gnarly scar, dude. Look at this. It's gotten better over the years. I don't know if you guys want to see my scar. It's pretty gnarly. The scar is like from here to here. It's ridiculous. So anytime someone says something, like I'm at the beach or I'm at the pool, I take my shirt off, I'm swimming, they're like, oh my God. Oh shit, like what this fucking scar. And I don't lie, I usually just say a joke. I'm like, oh yeah, man, I got into this bar fight, this guy pulled out a knife, and he slit me from groin to sternum, and all this other shit. I'm like, pretty bad. And they're like, really? And I'm like, no, not really. I'm like, that doesn't make any fucking sense. I'm like, no, not really. I'm like, I got into a car wreck, and a piece of metal broke off of my steering wheel, or somewhere on the front dash, went into my fucking stomach. I was bleeding. I didn't even know I was bleeding because I had my security shirt on with my tie and my jacket. I didn't see me bleeding until I got to work. I looked down and I go, what the fuck? And I literally pulled a piece of metal out. I shouldn't have done that. And blood started spewing out. And I was like, oh shit. And I had to go to the bathroom. And I grabbed a whole bunch of toilet paper. And I was literally holding on like this to try to cover up the blood. And I was like, you guys got a first aid kit? And they're like, oh yeah, Fears. Then they helped my security buddies help me bandage me up. And I said, I need to go to the hospital. And I told them that I got into a car wreck before I came into work. And I said, I'm going to be a little late. And I had to take like an Uber. I'm sorry, not an Uber. I Ubered home from the hospital. The guy that pulled away, it wasn't even my car. My car was getting fixed at the time of the crash. And it was a rental car. And the tow truck guy gave me a lift to work. So it was nuts. So it was a bunch. A piece of metal broke off into my stomach. And then, I don't know if it was from that piece of metal, but a portion of my, I think it was my small intestines. No, yeah, it wasn't my large intestine. A portion of my small intestines, like, got nicked, so it was bleeding. And then that portion of my small intestines, the way the doctor told me, it was dead cells. And she's like, well, you can't have dead cells of your small intestines, like that chunk in there, because eventually it'll start growing bacteria on it, and you'll be dead within a week. So I could have died. And I was like, oh shit, well, what do you have to do? And she's like, well, because I have to cut you open, and I have to cut that little dead piece out. I have to take your small intestines, stretch it together, stitch it together, pull out that piece of metal, because I pulled out most of the piece of metal, but she said there's some fragments of metal still stuck in your stomach, and I got to get that out. And I was like, all right. I'm like, do what you got to do. I wish she would have put staples in my stomach, because that would have sealed it up better. But she's like, I got to get in there now. And I was like, look, do whatever you need to do, because I don't want to die. Just get in there. So yeah, it was nuts. Whew. I tell you what, Pixel, that's the worst pain I've ever been in my entire life. That blows my first Crohn's attack out of the fucking water. I swear to God, it was like climbing Mount Everest, getting off my couch over here, walking over to the bathroom to take a piss, and walking back. Or remember, like, when I would sit here. Oh, I'm sorry, not here. I sat over there in my usual spot. Well, it's my old. It's now this is my usual spot because someone said fears it'll look better if you put something on your shelf and kind of make a set. But I was just sitting over there for the longest time on the floor in front of my couch. And I remember I was like, to get up, I was like, oh shit, and like it took me forever. You guys remember those old streams? It took me forever because it was so hurting when after they pulled it all out and I got home and I was like healing up and I was off of work for like 2.5 months to heal because it hurt so badly and I had this massive bandage over my fucking stomach to get from sitting down up and like fully stand up. It took me a couple of minutes. It hurt that fucking bad. Oh, I'm so glad that pain is over, Pixel. Holy shit, oh my god, it was fucking nuts. It was insane. Insane, the pain. Anyway. It was pretty crazy. I'm lucky to be alive, you know? I'm grateful that I'm alive. All right, let's start this off with a bang and let's get some movie reviews out of the way. Bump. All right, let's do it. Lantern, I'm going to send you this top 10 book when it's all filled up, buddy, because Vision's got the first one, so I think it's only appropriate that my, Lantern's probably one of my biggest fans. So, Lantern, I'm going to mail this to you. We've got, let's see, how much have we got left? We got about that much left, Lantern, right there. So, once this is done, I'm going to mail this off, but then I'm going to have to go to Walmart and get a new top 10 book, so... Pixel, maybe I'll send you the third top 10 book. I don't know. We'll see. But we still got a while left, Lantern, before I can send it to you. And then, let's see. What did I know there's something else. Hang on. Oh, where the hell is it? Well, I had my movie props in here. I'll have to find it later, because I don't know where the fuck I put it. Alright. Lantern says okay. Well, there you go, buddy. Alright. Let's start with Logan's Run. Great dystopian film. But it's also a utopian film, too. It's both. It starts off as a utopian film and ends in dystopia. But then there's, like, hope for the future at the very, very, very end of the film. So it goes from utopian to dystopia to a little bit of utopia and a little bit of hope. Like, you're like, all right, it seems like they figured everything out and there's good signs for the future. Like, there's hope. But you never find out. They never made a sequel to it, or as far as I know, they didn't make a sequel to it. So I would hope that they would figure everything out and everybody lived happily ever after, but you never know. So yeah. Let's see. Bo Seamus says, I'm not here, Mr. Lantern. I'm back in your chat waiting for Thursday. That's not true! Don't be lying to Lantern. You're here, Bo Seamus. And I know you want a lock of his hair. You will never get I almost said Randall. You will never get Lantern's hair. Never! Ever! So stop asking him. You'll never get a lock of his hair. Ever. Ever. So hush your little mouth and zip it on up. I'm just joking about Seamus. You may one day get that hair. I don't know when, but you need to talk to Lantern. Because you're not getting my hair. That's just weird. But you're more than welcome to have Lantern's hair. But you're not getting any of my hair. Alright, Logan's Run. Logan's Run. Here we go. Very good movie, by the way. It's a little outdated. So I'm going to give it... It's still a good watch. I'm going to give it an 8.5. Because they made it in 1970... Oh, you know what? I was wrong. It is in the 1970s, but I thought it was like the early 1970s. I thought it was like 1972. It was made in 1976. So, I was completely wrong. I mean, I knew it was the 70s, but I thought it was like the early start of the 70s. But apparently not. So yeah. So 1976, I'm going to give it an 8.5. And listen to this. It was the first time to use lasers in a film. Listen to this. It says, in the year of the city 2274, so it's way in the future. In the year of the city 2274, humans live in a vast bubble metropolis where computerized servo mechanisms prove and provide all needs to everyone, and they can pursue endless pleasures. Endless, that is, until what is called the last day, when anyone who's 30 must submit to the carousel, a soaring, spinning trip to eternity and supposed rebirth. The screen's first use of laser holograph technology ever on film highlights the post-apocalyptic, hopefully I said that right, winner of a Special Achievement Academy Award for visual effects. So it was the first time to use a laser hologram in a film. That's pretty badass. That's pretty badass. Ever. Now they use holograms all the time and shit in movies and CGI and special effects and all that bullshit. But that's pretty cool that it was the very first one ever. So I need to write that down. First film to use a laser hologram. Pretty cool. That I did not know until I read the back cover. I've read the back cover before, but and I watched all the special features. The only thing I need to watch is I need to rewatch the movie and watch it with the commentary. It says commentary by Michael York, which is the star, this guy right here. And you know the same guy, this guy, he must have been like, I don't know, 22, 23, 24 when he made this film. If you ever watch Austin Powers, he's Austin Powers' boss. So the same guy that plays Austin Powers' boss is the star. He portrays Logan. And I don't remember, and he's a British actor, a great British actor. He's really good. But I remember watching Austin Powers and I was like, oh my god, that old guy is the fucking young guy in this movie. Anyway, I'll be right back. I need to go. Crohn's Part 2. I don't know what's going on. The Crohn's is kicking out. I may need to go take my Crohn's medicine because I don't want to keep getting up. But I have to go use the bathroom again. So my apologies. The stream will continue, but the first time I went and took a PO, now I'm off to take a Crohn's dump. So the Crohn's is working overtime today. My stomach isn't hurting, but I don't know what the fuck's going on. So 2 minutes. Give me 1 second. You guys just go ahead and study Logan, and I'll be back. I don't know what the fuck's going on. So my apologies. I'll be right back. Let me just take my headphones off. Damn, oh damn, oh damn. The Crohn's is rumbling today. Oh my lord. I apologize. Woo! That's crazy. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Anyway, sorry about that, you guys. Let's see. Let me catch you up here. Bo Seamus says, just a little bit of hair, I pay top dollar. I mean, that's up to you and Lantern. It's up to Lantern. Carrie's mail. Wait, Carrie mails her hair to people. Does she? That's pretty weird, Joey. I'm not making fun of Carrie, but that's pretty weird. Maybe you should try getting her hair first. Yeah, maybe. Bo Seamus says Texan hair has magical properties. This I did not know. I'm just saying. Her dad is from Texas, so she might have some of that. Pew! Funky, funky. Smelly in the camp, dudes. I did use air freshener, Lantern. I'm just saying. Anyway, back to Logan's Run. So what do we got here so far? Utopian Society, also Dystopian Society, so it's both. First film to use a laser hologram. It was made in 1976. I'm going to give it an 8.5. It's a little outdated, but it's still pretty good. If you guys have never seen this, I'm going to put down I highly recommend it. Pixel, have you seen this movie yet? Joey, have you seen this movie yet? Let me know. Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Let me put it over here so it doesn't fall down. So I highly recommend it. It's a very good film. Again, it's a little outdated, but it's still good. I think it's good. Let's see. What are my two favorite scenes? I'd say probably when Logan's actual light is activated, and these little memory chips, they don't really say it in the film that they're sewn in at birth. Once you're born, they imply that a little microchip that's implanted in this little glowing gem, they implant it either in this hand or in this hand, and you live until you're 30. All your desires, all your hopes and dreams, all your passions, all your pleasures are met. But the minute you turn 30, it starts flashing. And the reason why they've done this is because inside this bubble, and I don't know, is the bubble's not on the, you kind of see it right here, the bubble kind of in the background. It's a bubble society. It's a massive white structure. And inside this big bubble, it's a perfect society. On the outskirts, everything is like decaying and dead, and it's just so bad. And this utopian society, there's a bunch. There's one in California. There's one in the Midwest. This one, where Logan lives, is in what used to be Washington, D.C., because once he leaves the bubble, you see the Lincoln Monument with him sitting in his seat, the stone thing, and there's all these vines and trees growing around it. So that's where this utopian society takes place. And so he realizes that the reason why they're doing this is because, well, there can only be so many people in this bubble or it's going to get crowded. That's why. That's really why. Like, they're like, oh, yeah, you'll be saved. Go to the carousel. And really, the carousel just kills you. You don't get reborn and all this other bullshit, you know, and all that. Sorry, I haven't used my headphones in a while. My ears were itchy. Really, just you die, you know? And all this rebirth shit, I'm like, that's just bullshit. It's really, those chips are to keep the population under control so it doesn't get too crowded in this utopian society, because there's a lot of people that live in this society. And Logan's job, essentially he's a cop, but they call cops in the 23rd century the Sandmans. He's a Sandman. I don't know why, they never tell you why he's why they name cops in the 23rd century as Sandman. But if anyone tries to run and escape out of the bubble after they hit 30, then Logan is essentially a police officer, and he takes them down. and he brings him back to the carousel to be killed. Because that's just how it is. But whenever he's not doing that, he just keeps law and order in the utopian society. But when it's finally his turn, he realizes, like, well, why can't you just continue to grow your life and continue to do better outside or inside the utopian society once you hit 30? Because it was one story when he was taking people down, but now that it's his turn and he hit 30, he's like, oh shit, well now I can't be a Sandman anymore. Now another Sandman's going to take me to the carousel, and I don't want to die. So all the rules have changed, and he's like, fuck this, I'm out of here. And he finds out a whole bunch of shit about the utopian society inside and outside the bubble. And he finds out even more what happened to the world outside of the utopian society when he hits the dystopia outside and all the mad chaos, what's going on outside. So it's a very good film. So my two favorite scenes, probably when his light in his hand activates and he panics. So I'm going to put down light in hand activates. And then, so that's one of my favorite scenes. My second favorite scene is probably the destruction of the utopian society at the end, because he comes back to the bubble and pretty much destroys it. And he's like, look, we don't need a fucking bubble. We don't need these little chips. If we just rebuild society, whether it's inside a bubble or outside the bubble in Washington, D.C., we don't need to kill each other off. We just need to rebuild society. He goes, that's what we really need to fucking do. And that whole battle and destroying the bubble society at the end and getting people to open up their minds. And he's like, we don't need all this shit. We just need to have a source of government and pick up from where we left off and take all this broken down shit and just make it better, essentially. So I'm going to put the end battle. The end battle. Anyway, I hope you guys watch it. I hope I didn't give too much of away and ruin it for everybody. It's a really... Now, I will say this. It's a little outdated, but... So the special effects are not really good anymore. But the story is fantastic. So you guys have got to check it out. Shout out to the 6 people watching. Shout out to the chat. You guys have got to check it out. I think it's really good. There we are. Excuse me. All right. Let's see what's next. Let's go with Tron next. I forgot that Disney made this. This was made in 1980... What is it? 1982. So 1 year before I was born, they made this film. So, Tron. Let me just say this. The first Tron, great. It gets a 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. Tron 2, horrible, crap, garbage. It's an okay watch. I'd probably give Tron Legacy probably a 6 out of 10. So, 6 out of 10 for Tron Legacy. Great sci-fi film. In a way, it is kind of a utopian and a dystopian film. Takes place in the real world, takes place in the digital world. And the digital world, it's not really a good society in this digital world. It is kind of a dystopia, and they're trying to figure things out on this digital grid, this digital world. So, yeah. So, let's see. What are my 2 favorite scenes? Probably when Finn gets sucked into the digital world for the first time. That's a pretty good scene. So, Finn gets sucked into digital world. And then my second favorite scene, let's see here. Probably when he plays that laser disc game for the first time, or when he rides the bikes, the digital motorcycles. Both of those scenes are pretty good. I'm going to go with the disc game, though. So, disc game. scene. It was way ahead of its time in the 80s. Nobody had saw any shit like that, ever. So, way ahead of its time. Especially for a Disney movie, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Disney film. I do recommend it. I don't recommend, excuse me, I don't recommend Tron Legacy. I recommend this one. The first Tron movie. Tron Legacy, you're not really missing much if you watch it or if you don't watch it. But you are missing out if you don't watch the first Tron. It's fucking great. So, check it out. So, let's see. I recommend it. Made in 1980. I believe it was 1982. Hang on. Where the fuck is it? I don't know when they put it on Blu-ray. Probably the last couple of years they put it on Blu-ray, but where the fuck is, Oh, hang on, let me just look it up. I know it's in the 80s they made this. Let's see, hang on. I'm pretty sure it was 1982, but let me check. When was Tron made? Alright, I was right. July 9th, 1982. I just wanted to make sure. Because then some idiot trolls like, you got it wrong, Fears. Well, fuck you. I'm a human being. Sometimes I make mistakes. Alright. So, good film. Totally check it out, you guys. It's really good. Really good. Really, really, really good. I would say Logan's Run is a little bit better than... I'm sorry. I would say Tron is a little bit better than Logan's Run. But I highly suggest watching both. They're both good. Alright, last but certainly not least, a little bit of T2 action. Sci-fi film. Great sci-fi film. It's not a dystopian film, but it's pretty damn good. So, T2. I believe they made this in the 90s. Hang on. It's either 90 or 91. Hang on. Oh, I was right. 1991. Colored film, 152 minutes. Nice. So, 1991. Very early 90s film. So, classic 90s film. You can't deny Arnold Schwarzenegger. He's fucking great. I love a good sci-fi. So, I'm going to put good sci-fi. Good sci-fi film. Sci-fi film. What's my two favorite scenes? Oh, God. There's so many good scenes in this film. Probably when the Terminator arrives and he goes into that, bar and he's totally naked and everyone's like, who the fuck is this guy? And he pretty much beats the shit out of this biker guy, steals his clothes, steals his shades, steals his shotgun, hops on the bike, and then just rides off into the sunset. But that whole sequence, so I'm going to put obtaining his clothes and bike scene. So, getting clothes and bike scene. And this is not outdated. I think T2 still holds up. If you guys, I'm sure you guys have seen it, but for everybody out there that hasn't seen it, you gotta check it out. I highly recommend it. So yeah. So highly recommend it. Let's see, what's my second favorite scene? God, there's so many good scenes. Hang on. So, getting the clothes and the bike is the first scene. Probably, it's a split between whenever the T-1000 freezes, he gets frozen in the liquid nitrogen, and then the Terminator pulls out a gun, and he's like, hasta la vista, baby, blows the shit out of him, and the T-1000 blows up into a million pieces. So it's either that one or the big fight scene in the steel mill between the T-1000 and the Terminator. And he finally kills the T-1000, shoots a grenade into his chest. The T-1000 blows up and then falls into that hot liquid metal and finally fucking dies. I can't pick, so I'm going to put I'm gonna, instead of doing 2 of my favorite scenes, I'm gonna put down all 3. So yeah, so I'm gonna do liquid nitrogen scene. Number 3, uh, Terminator versus T-1000 battle sequence at the end. Because I'm telling you, it was hard to pick. The whole movie is great. There's not one scene in T2 that I do not like. I like it all. It's fucking great. So it's hard to pick, like, 2 of my favorite scenes. I was like, I'll just pick, like, all 3 of my favorite scenes. Those are without a doubt my 3 favorite scenes, because they're, not only are they vital to the story, but it's just good filmmaking, you know? So, let's see. T2, made in 1991, classic 90s film. Good sci-fi film. Wrote down my 3 favorite scenes. Highly recommend it. Good action. Good action. It's an action movie and a sci-fi movie. It's both. It's both sci-fi and action. Arnold's great in it. Great classic Arnold Schwarzenegger film. Linda Hamilton crushes it as fucking Sarah Connor once again. Now she's played Sarah Connor 3 times. She was Sarah Connor in T1. She was Sarah Connor in T2. And then she was Sarah Connor, an old Sarah Connor, in the 6th Terminator film, Terminator No Fate. I believe that's what it's called. It's either Fate or No Fate. I can't remember. And it's got it's got an old Terminator protecting Sarah and that Mexican girl. I forgot her name. And then there's this new T-1000. Instead of, like, liquid metal, it's this, like, black... It's a black metal Terminator with this black, like, liquid, like, goo on it. And it's even like 50 times harder to kill. So it's kind of a T-1000, the liquid goo on an actual black metal Terminator, but it's not like hot liquid metal. It's like a black oozy kind of liquid goo. I don't know what they call it. I don't even think they give it a name in Terminator 6. It's a highly advanced prototype. And Arnold's Terminator is the T-800, so it's very old. So it's an old Terminator versus a highly prototype, and I can't wait to watch it and review it for you guys, because I've seen it, but it's been a fucking minute since I've watched it. And I'm trying to fill this up, and as soon as I fill this up, I'm going to take all these movies out of here and buy a new shelf, and every time I watch a movie, I'm just going to put all these on the brand new shelf. And it's probably going to be as tall as this shelf, but it'll be a newer one. I'm going to buy it from IKEA, so look forward to that. But I'm not buying it until I fill all this shit up. And I've still got plenty of room. So every time I watch a movie, I just stick it on here. But you guys got to check it out. It's good. All right. There we are. Oh, yeah. Excuse me real quick. All right, let me find out where my movie props are, because I wanted to update my list, and I just cannot find it. Hang on. So let's see here. Movie reviews. Oh, God, where are you? Top 10 sports films, top 10 horror movies, top 10 YouTube mistakes, top 10 Christmas villains. Where the fuck is it? What Sega got for Christmas, my New Year's resolutions. Okay. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to find it. Okay. Oh, I know I have it in here. Hang on. Well, I may have to remake the list because I can't fucking find it. I know it's in here somewhere. I'm just not seeing it. Cartoon characters. Oh, here we go. Movie props. So, let's do that. All right. So, since Pixel helped me find the last one, I got to put it on there. So, 23, Ivan's Ooze. Pixel, I'm going to buy it soon. I haven't bought it yet, but I'm going to buy it. So, that's number 23. So far I got all the Rambo knives, RoboCop's gun, One-Eyed Willie's eye patch, One-Eyed Willie's map, the doubloon from One-Eyed Willie, from Goonies, Ghost Trap, Proton Pack, the Wilson ball with the bloody hand on it, from Castaway, Jim Carrey's The Mask, Scream 3 mask, the Stab poster, the Ruby Slippers, a tricorder, a CPU chip, since we were just talking about Terminator, Stormtrooper helmet, at some point, I would love that, the Cryo can out of Jurassic Park, that's a good one. Let's see, Temple of Doom diamond. He tries to get that diamond at the very beginning of, kind of looks like James Bond in that Chinese restaurant in the very first part of the film. And that one fucking asshole, like, Chinese guy, like, tries to fuck Indiana Jones over. He, like, gives him a sack full of gold, and he's like, the diamond, Lau. The deal was for the diamond. And I'm like, don't be trying to fuck over Indiana Jones, or you're gonna get your ass whipped. He's like, give me the diamond, you motherfucker. I got you. I got you the urn, of the first Chinese emperor. Now you give me that fucking diamond. And he does it, and he causes a whole bunch of bullshit, and then Indiana Jones escapes with Short Round and Willie. But I would have been like, oh, up your ass. You're giving me that fucking diamond, motherfucker. Let's see, what else? I want the Scary Movie mask, where it looks like a Scream mask, but every time in every scene it changes. Like, whenever he's stoned, he's got the stone eyes one. They sell it at Spirit Halloween. They just didn't have it last year. Hopefully this year around Halloween they have it. Then I want the Scream mask where it's white, where he's got his tongue hanging out, so I can add it with all my other Scream ones. And then I just wrote down Ivan's Ooze. Let's see, what else? I need Lone Star's ring, the Schwartz ring, so Schwartz. And then I need Lord Helmet's ring. And then I need Lone Star's medallion that he wears that tells him he's a prince. So, Lone Star's necklace. Lone Star necklace. Let's see, what's another good one? I definitely want that hard hat from Jurassic World. It's an orange hat, and it says Jurassic Park on it, or Jurassic World, or whatever. It's that orange hat where that fat fucking guy gets eaten, and he's got the orange fucking hard hat on, so Jurassic World hard hat. And then I want that Jurassic Park, those goggles. They just cost an arm and a fucking leg. The goggles that the little kid wears, and then that lawyer, like, douchebag guy's like, hey, where did you find those? And he's like, in a box under my seat. He's like, are they heavy? And then he's like, yeah. And he goes, well, then they're expensive. Put them back. Direct quote, by the way. Fears knows his movie quotes. I may not remember a lot, but what I do remember is those movie quotes. Oh, yeah. I do my very best, my friends. Let's see. Jurassic Park goggles. They just cost an arm and a fucking leg, man. They had them at they had them at MegaCon, and the guy's like, "Oh yeah, $630. They can be yours." And I was like, fuck you. I actually didn't say that to him. What I really said was, that's a little bit out of my price range, man. I'm good. But in my mind, I was like, fuck you. Try by, peace, deuce, I'm out of here. And me and LC walked that way. Because there's no way that I would ever pay $630 or whatever the fuck it was. It was like $600 and some change. And I was like, that's too much. It's too much. $250 is a reasonable price. $150 is a reasonable price. $630? Up your ass. No way. Anyway, let's see what else. What else? What's another good prop? Let me look at my movies. Oh, Dredd. Judge Dredd. His little badge that says Dredd on it. Oh yeah, I definitely want a Judge Dredd badge. That's a good one. That is a good one, my friends. Judge Dredd is fucking great. I love that movie. Both. I like the Sylvester Stallone one, and then I like the new one up there. It's not really a remake. It's a continuation of the Dredd story. All right, that's enough movie props for one day. I added some more. I'll add some more later. So yeah. All right, what's next? Let's see here. All right. So I pulled up some dystopian information. So let's talk about dystopia. Oh man, I'm a little tired. I need more of this. Lord, Lord, Lord. I may need to make some more coffee whenever I edit my video later on. It's almost done. So it says dystopian means a society or world that is frightened or extremely bad. It is also referred to a work of literature that depicts such a society. Characteristics of a dystopian society: people are unhappy and afraid, people are treated unfairly, people lead delusional lives, society is oppressed, society is broken down, society is evil and wrong. That's true. Dystopian societies are often depicted in science fiction, literature, and other sources of material such as books or film. Dystopian literature is often used to warn people about the dangers of the future. Some famous dystopian authors include George Orwell, Kurt von Goot. I don't know how to. Hopefully, I said his name right. It says examples of dystopian societies are in books of The Handyman's Tale, The Children of Men, Animal Farm. All of these books depict dystopian societies in the future. There you are. Let me scroll down here. What are the 4 types of dystopian societies? It says, as a general knowledge, there are 4 types of dystopias that the 20th century gives us, and then it lists them. I don't know how to pronounce these words, so I'm not gonna try because I know I'll fucking butcher it. So yeah. So let me just see examples. So I'm gonna say examples of dystopian films. So we're gonna write some of these down. I'm gonna try and pick like the best, probably 10 to 20 dystopian films. So, and hopefully it's ones that I have seen. If not, I'll add them to my watch list. Dystopian films. Well, already I'm gonna put down Logan's Run because that is a dystopian film. It's both. It's a utopian and a dystopian film. Logan's Run. Any of the Mad Max movies are dystopian films. Mad Max. And I finally saw Fury Road. Fucking great. I love Fury Road more than I love Furiosa. Nothing against Furiosa. Furiosa was good. It just wasn't as good as Fury Road. So yeah. So I'm just gonna put. I wrote down all Mad Max films, and Furiosa is underneath that. So number 3, I would say The Matrix is a utopian / dystopian. All the Matrix movies are very dystopian. So the Matrix series. Let's see, number 4, Blade Runner. Blade Runner 1 and Blade Runner 2 are totally dystopian films. That future is absolute shit, garbage, fucking terrible. Blade Runner. I still need to watch Blade Runner 1 and 2. I still haven't seen it. Shame on you, Fears. Demolition Man with Wesley Snipes and Sylvester Stallone. That is a... Actually, that's both. It starts off in a dystopia society where it's 1996 and it takes place in a dystopian run-down society of Los Angeles in 1996, and they're trying to hold it together, but they're not doing a good job. So it goes from a shit garbage dystopian society to a utopian society in 2032, which we're not that far to that yet. Well, I mean, we're pretty close to that. Even what's even more scary is the Terminator future is 2029. It's 2025. We're damn close to that future, which kind of scares the shit out of Fears because I'm like, well, hopefully that society does not ever happen. The death of 3 billion lives and all that crazy crap. Yo, Walter, what's up, dude? He says, "Hi, friends. I'm closing it. I'm closing it right up now, Fears. I'm so sorry. I'm tired. I can't even fucking read. I'm closing it up right now, Fears. That's what I meant to say. Well, I was closing it up. I went to the bathroom, Walter, not once, not twice. But thanks for the update, buddy. I just took my Crohn's medicine after the second Crohn's. The first one was number 1. The second one was number 2, but it was a very long number 2. And I was like, I don't want to keep getting up and interrupting the show. So I'm like, I was up, I was down, I was up, and I was like, fucking Fears, just take your Crohn's medicine so everything will be all right. So I took it. Walter says Fury Road is so good. Oh, it is. So good. Walter, we're good friends. That's an understatement. Fury Road is fucking great. Way better than Furiosa. Now, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Furiosa is good. I'll give you an example. Fury Road, fucking 10 out of 10. Furiosa, I'll give it an 8.5. It's still an enjoyable watch. Anyway, let's get back to dystopian films, shall we? Let me look up some more. Let's see. I put Blade Runner down. Oh, RoboCop. The RoboCop series is... They're trying to make it a utopian society with Delta City. But that evil corporation, OCP... I'm like, fuck you guys. You guys want to make the city of the future, but check it out, morons. People live in those homes, and they don't want to move out of their homes. And they kind of force people's hands, which is bullshit. Thank God RoboCop's like, fuck you. You're not moving these people out of their homes, no matter what type of society you're trying to create. Because in every single movie of RoboCop, in that boardroom meeting, if you look off to the left or the right, they always have a model on a table of what Delta City, the city of tomorrow, the future city of Detroit, could possibly look like. In every single film. Even the remake, they're trying to make like Delta City and all that bullshit. So, RoboCop series. That is a key example of a dystopian film. RoboCop series. The first and the second one are fantastic. RoboCop 3 sucks. The remake of RoboCop, there's a few scenes I like out of it, but for the most part, the remake of RoboCop sucks because the first one, you don't need to fucking remake it. The first RoboCop is fantastic. I hate when people are like, oh yeah, let's remake Ghostbusters. Why? Why? The first Ghostbusters is fucking great. It's my favorite film of all time. You don't need to fucking remake it. That's why I'm like, oh my god, fucking Hollywood, you guys are fucking morons. I'm like, spend your money on an actual, I don't know, what's maybe a new idea for a film? Don't remake old bullshit. Make new shit that people actually want to fucking see. I'm just saying. Excuse my language, but I'm just speaking the truth. We're all thinking it. There's no need to make a new Ghostbusters, but, it is what it is. Whatever. They're all about that in Hollywood. That's why I'm like, fuck Hollywood. As much as I love movies, fuck Hollywood. iRobot. iRobot is a perfect example of a futuristic. That one's both. They're trying to make robots to better human lives, but I'm like, the only one that can better your life is a fucking human being. You don't need a fucking self-helping robot and all that other bullshit. So, iRobot is both a utopian society and a dystopia. It's both. So, iRobot is a perfect example for a dystopian film. iRobot. Let me scroll down here. Let me find. I'll pick 10. So far we got Logan's Run, Mad Max, the Matrix series, Blade Runner series, RoboCop series, iRobot. Let's see here. What else? The Purge. The Purge is a absolute perfect example. Where it's set in not the future, it's the not too distant future, and because in real society, there's no fucking way that they would make a holiday to purge all your angry emotions. Because death and killing people is not right. And in that movie, they're like, oh yeah, for one day, all crime, including murder, up to 12 hours, it's totally legal. It's totally fine. If you want to kill your neighbor, go fucking kill him. So that's just not right. So that is a perfect example of a dystopian society. If that society really existed, there's a couple people that fears actually would kill. I'm not going to mention any names, but ho ho ho, look out. One starts with a Q, one starts with an A, and the other, and his last name starts with a P. Those motherfuckers would be dead in 2 minutes if that society actually existed. So if that society ever exists, look out, motherfucker, because here I come. Oh yeah, not mentioning any names. That's why I abbreviated it. But shh. So, the Purge series. I've watched most of the Purge series, and they're pretty good. The first one's fantastic. The other sequels kind of suck, but not all of them suck. I like the Purge, and then I like it. The one, the Purge Forever. They're like, oh yeah, the Purge is over, and then the people that are still doing the Purge, they're like, no, fuck you. Like, we need to purge more, and they're like, well, no, they're like, the 12 hours is over. Like, not you can't kill people until next year on the purge, and they're like, no, fuck you. Like, we're just gonna keep the purge going. And then the government's like, well, no, you can't do that. And they're like, who says I can't? Fuck you. I'm going to keep the purge going on forever. So that movie's pretty good. It's called Purge Forever. And I think that's the newest movie they made. And I have that one. And I've watched it and I've reviewed it for you guys. I may watch it again, though, and review it again because it's a really good movie. Because everybody gets really scared. They're like, well, what are you talking about? And they're like, just what I said. We haven't had enough of the purge. We haven't had enough of the purge. And we're just gonna keep going forever. And then the government gets like real scared, like, oh shit, like they're not stopping the purge. What the fuck, you know? So I'm gonna put the Purge movie series it's a perfect example of a. It's both. They're trying to make it a utopian society, but I mean that's just psychotic to have a holiday like, oh yeah, let's fucking kill people. So yeah, so that the Purge movie series is a perfect example of a dystopia and they're both. It's both. So yeah, but you guys don't have to watch all the sequels. Some of the sequels suck. The election year one sucks, and the anarchy one sucks, or whatever the hell that one's called. There's only two that you need to watch that are actually good. The first Purge, the first concept, the first idea. That one's fucking great. With the family, and then the rich people try to break into the family's house because the family doesn't really believe in the purge, and a black guy sneaks in their house and he's like, please don't let these rich people kill me. And they're like, well, we're not about the purge. We're not going to kill you. Like, hide out in our bedroom. And then these rich people are like, oh, fuck you. We know that black guy's in there. So we'll do whatever it takes to get in your fucking house. And not only are we going to kill that black guy, but now that you're helping that black guy, we're going to kill all of you motherfuckers. So we're going to kill that black guy and we're going to kill your entire family. And then the husband's like, well, I'm not gonna let you kill my family, so like, yeah, bring it on, bitch. And he ends up killing pretty much that entire like rich people gang or whatever that tries to break in. All right, I'll get back to the chat in a minute. I can't see you guys' chat right now because I have Google up. So let's see. I'm on number 8. So I'm gonna pick 3 more dystopian films that are key examples. Escape from New York, perfect example. One of my favorite sci-fi dystopian films. I didn't even have to look that one up. That's a perfect example of like New York. They're trying to keep it together, and they're like, well, we'll just put all the bad apples. Pun the quote, but the Big Apple. That's why I did that pun. That's why they make the entire New York City the prison, and they put the wall around it because they're like, well, if we just contain all the bad apples inside it, but in real life, they wouldn't take an entire city and do all that fucking bullshit. But it's such a great idea that John Carpenter made, and I fucking wish that they would make a third one. They made Escape from New York, then they made a sequel, Escape from LA. It needs to be, the third one needs to be, society has gotten so fucking bad. The entire earth has got crime everywhere. And Snake Plissken's like, you know what? Fuck the earth. I'm going to go live on Mars or some shit. So I think they should start him in a prison. And like an old Snake Plissken, he just keeps committing crimes. And then he's finally like, you know what? This fucking earth is so goddamn shitty. I'm fucking out of here. And it would be cool if they like colonized Mars in this world. And people are living on Mars. And he's like, you know what? Fuck the earth. There's so much goddamn crime on Earth. I'm just going to escape the world and go to Mars. And the movie should be called Escape from the World. That's what they should fucking do. Anyway, I doubt they'll do it, but they should do it. They should do it. So Escape from New York is number 8. And you know what? I mean, the sequel's pretty good too. Escape from LA. I'm going to put that one down too. It's not as good as Escape from New York. I mean, nothing will be as good as that one, but it's still pretty good. Escape from LA. And then number 10, any of the Planet of the Apes films is a perfect example of a dystopian film. It used to be a utopia, and then the world went to shit, and then when he time traveled, and it's like so far in the future, he thinks he's on another planet, Charlton Heston's character, but he's not. He's really on Earth. It's just he time travels by accident, like to the 25th century, so far, and he should be long dead, and then the Earth is just fallen, and it's a bunch of desert, and there's a dilapidated buildings all around, and there's remnants of New York City, and then at the end of the film, it's one of the most iconic scenes. He's walking on the beach, and somehow, because the beach is nowhere near where the Statue of Liberty is, so it must have traveled through the oceans and got there. He's walking on the beach, and it looks like, I think they filmed that beach scene somewhere in California. Anyway, it doesn't matter. He's walking down the beach, and then all of a sudden he looks up, and he starts screaming. He's like, no, no! Looks over, and you see fragments, not even the whole damn thing. It's just what's left over of the Statue of Liberty. And I had never seen it, and I finally got to see the first one, and I was like, oh shit, that was a nice little twist. I need to see all the old sequels to Planet of the Apes. I've seen the new movies of the Planet of the Apes movies, but it's not a sequel to the old one. It's like they revamped the series. The new Planet of the Apes, they're not bad. They're all right. I prefer the old one. The old one's fucking way better than the new ones, but the new ones, they're all right. They're okay. So that's another perfect example of a dystopian society film. Planet of the Apes movie series. Not just the first one, all of them. So yeah. Excuse me. So yeah. I had to burp. My bad. So I could go on forever, but those are 10 good ones. So the 10 dystopian films that I picked that are prime examples are Logan's Run, the Mad Max series, The Matrix, Blade Runner, the RoboCop series, I, Robot, the Purge movie series, Escape from L.A., Escape from New York, and the Planet of the Apes movie series. Those are all key examples of dystopian films. And Demolition Man. Demolition Man's a good one too. So yeah. All right, let me close Google and get back to you guys. So yeah. But yeah, you guys need to check out some of those dystopian films. They're fucking great. They're really good. All right, I haven't checked out the chat in a while, so I'm probably way behind. So yeah. Oh my gosh, Walter! Thank you. I had no idea. Walter gave me a donation. I haven't gotten a donation in a while. Walter says, money for booze. Hell yeah. $1.99. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate that. I'm going to give it a heart. I'm going to give it a like. Awesome. Let's see. Let's celebrate their third super on a live stream. Well, I've gotten more than, I think the most super chats I've gotten in one live stream. Carrie recently got 3. I think in one setting. One time Timmy came in and did like every couple of minutes. Timmy gave me like a $1 donation, but he did like 8 or 9 of them. I don't recall. It was either 8 or 9, but I think that's the most I've gotten in one session. But I haven't gotten one in a long time. Walter, thank you. That was very nice of you. I really appreciate that. Thank you. You didn't have to, but I appreciate it. Hell yes. Hell yes. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that, my friend. Every little bit helps. So, yeah. Walter, I don't know if you heard, I showed everybody at the beginning of this stream, I finally got my second YouTube paycheck. The first YouTube paycheck, I got $150. The second one, I got $104. So, not too bad. Not too shabby. By the way, it's Washington's birthday today, so happy birthday, George Washington. Yeah, dude. All right. Well, the last topic, let me pull up the con, because I'm thinking about going tomorrow. I haven't decided. I may not go, because I don't really feel like driving an hour there and an hour back. I just haven't been in the mood to go to any of the cons in a little while, because MegaCon kind of hollowed me out. I don't know. I may go tomorrow. I need to catch up on some more movie editing. So, Jeff, if you're watching this, Jeff watches a lot of my videos and a lot of my streams. Jeff, I may go tomorrow and get out of the house, because I haven't left the house since Friday, when I came home from work. I may go tomorrow, buddy, and hang out a little while. I may not. I don't know. We'll see. So, yeah. We'll see. Oh my gosh, Walter, another donation. Walter says, I'm going to donate $1.99 if you will do the top 10 worst sequels. I can do that. I can definitely do that. Well, thank you so much, Walter. I appreciate it. I gave you another heart. I gave you another like. Well, thanks, buddy. I will do it. I'm gonna check out. I'm gonna do a preview of the con on the website, and once I get that done, I will do the top 10 worst sequels, because there's a lot of horrible ones out there. So yeah. Okay, so give me 1 second. Let me go to the website. So Florida Toy Shows. Here we go. So the next one is called Space Coast Collectors Fest, February 23rd, 2025. Let's see. We've got a couple more. We got a lot more. Jeff just recently put up the new. This one I have right here is old. So whenever I go to Jeff's shows, I need to get an updated one. But he's got. Let's see how many shows. Got a lot of shows coming up. Wow. March 9th, he's got a South Florida Collectors Fest. March 15th, the Kissimmee Collectors Fest. March 30th, a Star Wars one. Oh, my Lord. Lord. April 5th and 6th, a Sarasota Collectors Fest. April 12th to the 13th, North Florida Collectors Fest. April 26th to the 27th, Tampa Collectors Fest. Oh, my Lord. May 18th, the Collectors Fest of 2025. June 14th, June 15th, Orlando Summer Show. July 12th to the 13th, Tampa Toy Con. That's one of my favorites. Let's see, July 26th through the 27th, the Cordell Springs Collectors Fest event. August 3rd, a Star Wars event. August 23rd and the 24th, Central Florida Collectors Fest. There you are. So that's going to be a good one. And then September 7th, the Fort Myers Fall Collectors Fest. He always does a Christmas one, so probably when we get around to this August, this September, he'll probably update the website even more than he already has. So hell yeah. Let's see here. And then let me scroll down and tell you guys what's going on the actual event for tomorrow. So it starts at it's a 1-day con. Starts at 9, ends at 5 p.m. Takes place in Cocoa, Florida. So that's not too far. It's an hour there, an hour back. I already looked it up, so I may go. Let's see. How many vendors are supposed to show up? 10,000 square feet of toys, games, comics, die-cast toys, and more. Let's see. Kids that are under 12 years old get a free Hot Wheels toy, and kids under 12 get in for free. Well, that's nice. That's nice of Jeff to do that. Let's see what else. Like I said, it starts at 9, ends at 5. Special guests, Brutus the Barber Beefcake is going to be there, the wrestler. What to expect? Vintage and modern toys, video games, Hot Wheels, comics, artwork, and more. Over 125 vendors. Pop culture goodness to come. Oh, nice. That's not too bad. Let's see. Cost of the tickets, $10 all day for adults. That's not too bad. Like I said, kids that are under 12 get a free Hot Wheels toy, and they get to come in for free. That's not too bad. Parking is free. Well, that's nice. Let's see. Toys. Lots of different toy lines covered from vintage to modern. Star Wars, Hot Wheels, G.I. Joe's, Marvel, DC, Legos, Hot Wheels, Funko, Godzilla, Transformers, Ghostbusters. That's good. And more. Retro gaming. That's good. Sounds pretty good. I may have to skedaddle and check out this con. I don't know. We'll see. If I'm not lazy, I'll get up and go. I just don't feel like driving an hour, so I don't know. We'll see. So I'm not going to promise you guys because I don't need it to go to any more cons for a while because I've got a shitload of content to already upload, so which I'm going to be working on a video later on today, so it should be up later on tonight. But I don't know. We'll see. I may go. And then it says, we also have several comic book vendors coming to the convention with rare comic books to check out. Artists, we have several selected comic book artists at the event. Nice. So it's not too bad. Not too shabby. So that's what to... that's the... that is what's going on. That's what's going on tomorrow. So not too shabby. Not too shabby. Very cool. All right, I better close. I promised Walter I would do that. I can't really see the comments right now because he's I have this website up. But I guarantee you, Jeff is going to outdo himself. Jeff is going to outdo himself as always, because his conventions are pretty good, and $10. For 1 day. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. Because MegaCon was going fucking ballistic. Anyway. Yo! Visions! What's up? Good to see you. I'm sure you've been here the whole time. Or have you been here the whole time? I don't know. You could have just been... I'm sure you were tired because Visions was in Lanterns. I left right after Visions. Visions left around, I don't know, 3:50, something like that, buddy. I stayed till 4:20, and then I was like, peace, Lantern. So I don't even know when Lantern finished his stream last night, but I was fucking tired. I was like, I need a little nap. I woke up,
I didn't have much for breakfast. I only had some coffee. That was it. I woke up around 10:30ish, 11ish, somewhere around there, somewhere around there, and then I had a sandwich for lunch. Got some editing done. I'm gonna upload a video later, but I was fucking tired, man. I was like, I love hanging out with Lantern and Visions, and Museum was in there. I'll be honest, Museum was kind of freaking me out. He was like, "Oh yeah, Fears, you should have sex with your cousins, and your cousins are hot." And I was like, "What the fuck are you on about?" So he was kind of weirding me out. So I got a little pissy because I don't like hypothetical questions like, Fears, what about your hot cousins? I'm like, I don't look at my cousins like that, so what the fuck are you talking about? So he was acting a little weird. It's always fun hanging out with Visions and Lantern. Sometimes it's okay to hang out with Museum because he's a. I'm not trying to be rude to the guy, but he's kind of fucking weird. Museum. So I could have went without the cousin talk. That was a little weird, but yeah. But besides that, it was a pretty legendary stream. So way to go, Lantern. Let's see. Vision says, I just woke up like 20 minutes ago. Oh damn! So you've been watching the stream for 20 minutes. Well, there you go, buddy. I understand. I was tired. As soon as I got done with that stream, I was like, Fears, take a shower, go to the restroom, and then fucking hit the sack. And I mean, when my head hit the pillow, I was gone, man. I was like, peace, deuce, I'm out. And I fucking conked out, man. I was fucking tired. So I understand, Visions, because we were in there. I don't even know how long Lantern streamed for. 6, 7 hours, whatever the fuck it was. It was way into the morning, my friends. I kid you not. It was fucking nuts. It was fucking nuts. So I was tired. Ugh, it was crazy. But it was worth it because, man, we've had some legendary streams over the past couple of months in Lantern's stream. It's always a good time at Lanterns. So, yeah. Walter says, Fears, guess what? All of my cousins are ugly. Vision says, LOL. Well, there you go. That's your cousins. I don't know. I just don't like the hypothetical questions because it's a waste of people's time. Fears, what about your cousins? What about my cousins? And I guarantee you, Museum was doing it just to piss me off, just to start some bullshit. So I was like, nah, I'm not even going there. So I was like, yeah, fuck you, Museum. I'm like, that's not gonna happen. I don't like saying crazy shit about my family because I love my family and I don't love my family and I don't look at my family that way. I just in general love my family. So I shut that shit down quick. And if he does it again, I'll probably block him because Museum is fucking he likes to push the waters and I'm like, you do it again, I'm not putting up with your bullshit and I'll fucking block your weird ass. I'm not even kidding. So I was that close. So and then if you noticed, I came back in Visions, and oh yeah, Museum was real quiet because I was like, yeah, you open up your mouth again, some serious bad shit's gonna happen. So, so when I came back in, he hushed his little mouth up because he knew if he would start some shit again, I'm like, well, you'll start it, but guess what? I'll fucking finish it, motherfucker. So I'm glad he didn't start any more shit, but I don't know, that shit's just fucking weird, dude. What about your cousins, Fears? What about them? I don't know, it's just fucking weird. Anyway. Well, Walter, thank you for that second donation. Walter says, I feel the bung and can't stop giving all my money away. Well, I appreciate it. Enhance the bung, love the bung, cherish the bung, um, unite with the bung. Love the bung, cherish the bung. Keep going, Walter. So, yeah. Oh, I know that's how it happened, Visions. I was there, you know. I don't know. I mean, I don't mind Museum, but I don't know. He just asks the most weirdest fucking questions to me sometimes and to Lantern. And he's got that melatonin voice. He's like, Lantern, do you think you'll enjoy a belly button? Lantern, when you meet Jesus, I was like, who the hell asked this shit? He's like, Lantern, do you think like when you die, you'll be afraid to meet Jesus? Do you think Jesus will show his belly button to you? I'm like, dude, what the fuck are you on? So, I don't know. He's just mentally fucking ill. I don't know. He's out there. I'm like, I would just be honored to meet Jesus, let alone, hey, can I see your belly button? That's fucking, I don't know, it's weird. I'd be like ecstatic. I'd be like, hey, let alone your belly button. Hey, Jesus Christ. Oh, I'm John. Very nice to meet you. I'm a big fan of your book. Big fan. So I wouldn't really care about. Can I see? Lift up your white robes. Can I see your belly button? That wouldn't be the first thing on my mind. I don't know. I know you think it's funny, Visions. I think Museum is funny sometimes. So I'm not trolling the guy, but every once in a while he gets a little fucking annoying. You know, asking weird, inappropriate questions. I don't know. I don't know what to do with that guy sometimes. He's nuts. I haven't blocked him yet, but he keeps it up. His weirdness may be the death of him. I don't want to block him, but he was asking some pretty weird fucking shit last night. It kind of made me uncomfortable. So I'm just throwing it out there. But it was good that I came back in, because then we had another great conversation. So I'm sure he meant well, but it was just kind of fucking weird. So, I mean, he is funny. Museum does make me laugh sometimes. And he is funny, but he needs to chill it on down with the weird talk, or whatever you want to call it. So, yeah. All right, Lantern. All right, Walter. You donated $1.99, which I appreciate, buddy. I will do, and he wants me to do the top 10 worst sequels. I can do that. I can definitely do that. Let me find a new piece of paper. All right, let's see. Top 10. I mean, there's a lot of them out there. Whew. There's good sequels, and then there's horrible fucking sequels. Like, I'll give you an example. I'll give you an example of a good sequel. Wayne's World 1, fucking amazing. Wayne's World 2 is fucking hilarious. That's a good sequel. I love Wayne's World 1 and 2. I wish they'd make Wayne's World 3, because the first two were fucking great. But I think Mike Myers is too old to play Wayne Campbell anymore. But it would be fucking nice to see one more last hurrah. I doubt we'll ever see it, though. I doubt we'll see it. All right, top 10 worst sequels. Let's see here. The very first one, I would say Escape from L.A. And the reason why I say that, Walter, is because nothing will be as good as Escape from New York. Now, don't get me wrong. I like Escape from L.A. Like, Escape from L.A. is probably an 8 out of 10. It's a good watch. But it's when you put that movie up against Escape from New York, it doesn't even hold a fucking candle to the first one. Nothing. So, it's some scenes about Escape from L.A. are good. Some scenes are fucking terrible. So as much as I love Snake Plissken, the first one is always good. But my most favorite thing that Snake Plissken has ever said is not even in Escape from New York. It's actually in Escape from L.A., the movie trailer. It's not even in the second movie. If you watch the movie trailer, they're listing all the rules, Walter. Like, no red meat, you can't get married unless you have a license, and you have to do it a certain way. And then Kurt Russell playing Snake Plissken at the end of the trailer, he looks right in, and you know where I'm going with this, Visions, because I've told you this before. He looks right into the camera, and he goes, your rules are really starting to annoy me. That is the greatest fucking line that Snake Plissken has ever said. And it's not even in any of those fucking movies. It's in the movie trailer. And he just has the fucking eye patch on, and he looks over. He's like, your rules are beginning to annoy me. Fucking great! I love it! And I can't do it as good as Kurt Russell, but it's the delivery of it, Walter and Visions. It's the fucking delivery. It's like, your rules are really starting to annoy me. Fucking genius! It's fucking great. Oh my god, it's so good. So I would put that one down. Escape from L.A. That would probably be the first one. Because it's all right, but it's not as good as the first one, and it never will be. Escape from New York is it's the best one. It's fucking great. So Escape from L.A. I'll use the same thing. I'm going to put Ghostbusters 2 down. As much as I love Ghostbusters 2, it doesn't even hold a fucking candle to Ghostbusters 1. So I'm putting Ghostbusters 2 down on this list. Because Ghostbusters 1, 10 out of 10. Hell, it's so good and it's my favorite movie. A 20 out of 10. That's how good Ghostbusters is. Ghostbusters 2, it's an okay, but it doesn't hold a candle to number 1. I'd probably give it a 7 out of 10, an 8 out of 10, Ghostbusters 2. It's an alright watch. It's an enjoyable watch. It adds to the story, but it will not surpass the first one, you know? So, Ghostbusters 2. RoboCop 3 is fucking terrible. That's going on the list. RoboCop 3 is fucking terrible. Let's see here. Walter says, I love Museum. He's hilarious. I hope you didn't chase him off. Well, if any... No, I didn't chase him off because I don't ask delusional questions. I don't ask psychotic questions. I don't ask questions that make people feel uncomfortable. I don't like hypothetical. Like, oh, if you died, would this fucking happen? That shit drives me crazy. So if anybody ran anyone off, he ran himself off because I don't think you should ask hypothetical questions about people's family. That's a line you don't cross. I love my family very much, but I don't like it when people make fun of my family or like, oh, would you fuck your hot cousins? Oh. No, I wouldn't. And he just did it to get a rise out of me. That's all he did. So I shut that shit down quick. So I haven't blocked him, but I'm telling you, I don't want him doing that shit ever again. So, because you guys know I'll block people. Oh, yeah. So he's been warned. So if he does it again, I don't care. I'll be like, yeah, fuck you. You're gone. Bye. I don't have to put up with that bullshit. I'll block him in a hot fucking minute. So, yeah. So, I'm sure he won't do it again. Because I like Museum. He is nice. He is funny. Just sometimes he crosses the line. And I'm like, dude, do not talk about my fucking family. I'm not kidding. And the reason why I get so offended by that shit is because my family means the most to me. I don't make fun of anyone else's family. I would never make fun of Vision's family. Why? Because I have respect for my friends and I have respect for their family. Walter, I'd never make fun of your family. I don't even know Museums that well. I know you and Visions a lot more than I know Museum. I know he's from New Zealand. I would never make fun of Museum's family because I don't make fun of people's family, you know? So, I don't know. It was a weird fucking question. It really grossed me the fuck out. I was like, where the fuck is this guy going with this? And I didn't want to deal with it. I left for a while. I was like, all right, I've had enough. I'm out. And then I finished watching Tron, and then I came back. And then if you notice, he didn't say one fucking peep when I came back in. Because he knew that he made everybody... Well, I don't know about everybody. He made me feel uncomfortable, but it is what it is. All right, let's get back to this. Escape from L.A., Ghostbusters 2, RoboCop 3. That's definitely on the list. That movie fucking sucks beyond belief. One of these days, Walter, I'll do the worst remakes. Like RoboCop 1, great. The remake to RoboCop, it's not the worst fucking remake I've ever watched, but it's high on the list. There's some good scenes in it, and I like that Michael Keaton's in it. He plays like an evil... Like the evil... OCP like corporation like boss guy. He did all right in the role. It's good, but it's just not. It'll never be as good as the first RoboCop. I think Dick Jones, what the hell is that guy? Ronnie Cox. Ronnie Cox. He's been acting since like the 60s or 70s, and he usually played the nice gentleman roles. It was kind of nice to see Ronnie Cox play an evil villain in RoboCop. Then he plays another evil villain, Walter, in Total Recall. Total Recall. He plays a sadistic, like, president type of guy, like, that's in charge of, like, the Mars colony. And he is fucking... He's fucking, like, ruthless on that Mars colony. Like, he takes all the air, out of that city, and then that one guy's like, what do you want me to do? And he's like, don't do anything. And he's like, yeah, but if you don't give them air, they'll die. He goes, so what? Fuck them. He goes, that'll teach him a lesson to fuck with me. And I was like, dude, that's fucked up. It's fucked up. I think he had to empathize his grandma today, so I'm thinking he was dealing with his own family thing. Well, there you go. There you go, Vision. See, if he's going things with his grandma, or if his grandma's sick, or whatever's, I don't know his situation. I would never make fun of his family. Never, never. So I sympathize for people's families. You know, like whenever my dad was very sick, I appreciate all the prayers and all the love that all you guys gave me. If his grandma got sick, Visions, I would never, ever in a million, not even a million, I would never in a billion quadrillion years make fun of someone's family or ask them hypothetical questions like that. Because it's just, to me, I think it's just rude. I would never even go there. That's, people on the internet like to cross a lot of lines. And I don't mind joking around with my online buddies, you know, with you and Walter and Lantern and all that. But I would never make fun of someone's family. I don't think he meant to. I think he was just doing some dark humor, like you said. But there's some things you joke about and some things you don't. That's my piece on it. So yeah. Lantern says the stream is lit. Well, thanks, buddy. All right, Walter, we got 3 so far. Escape from L.A., Ghostbusters 2, RoboCop 3. Hang on, let me look at some more over here. Probably Superman 4, The Quest for Peace. That one sucks. Superman 1 and Superman 2 are fucking great. The third one kind of sucks, but it doesn't suck as much as Superman 4. Superman 4 fucking sucks. The high hard one. So, Superman 4. It's pretty terrible. I mean, I've seen it, but it's pretty terrible. There's good elements of it. I try to look for good elements in every single TV show or film I watch, but there's not many. It's fucking terrible. Superman 4. It's pretty bad. Let's see, what else? Terminator 1 is great. Terminator 2 is great. Terminator 3 fucking sucks donkey balls. So bad. Terminator 3. Let's see here. Alien is great. Aliens 2 is great. Aliens 3 is pretty good. Alien Resurrection sucks. Prometheus sucks. And Alien Covenant sucks. So, I'm going to write those. I did not enjoy any of those, Walter. I love Alien. I love Aliens. Alien 3, I like, but it's not as good as the other two. My 2 favorite, Alien and Aliens, they're the 2 best Alien movies. And I do like the new one, Alien Romulus. That one's pretty good, too. I really did enjoy Alien Romulus. But Prometheus sucks. Alien Covenant sucks so bad. And Alien Resurrection is beyond belief sucky. So I'm going to put all 3 of those down. Because those are fucking terrible. Alien 4, which is Alien Resurrection. Prometheus. That sucks. And then Alien Covenant. Alright, I need 2 more, Walter, for the worst sequels. But I love me some Alien, and I love me some Aliens 2, biatch. Bill Paxton is in number 2. His fucking character is fucking great. Well, not just him. The whole cast. Alien and Aliens is amazing. I would say the 4th Predator. Predator 1 is great. Predator 2 is great. Predators, it's alright. It's pretty good. But the 4th one is fucking terrible. So Predators 4. That's just called The Predator. The Predator. That one's terrible. Prey is great. Alien vs. Predator 1 is great. Alien vs. Predator 2, that's great. So really the only one I don't like out of the Predator series is The Predator. I mean, it's alright. It's an okay watch. The Predator, 10 out of 10. The Predator, 6 out of 10. It's not that good. Alright, I need 1 more. Let's see. Let me put this back real quick. Let's see. What else have we got? Let me have a look here. Let me have a look. Let's see. Oh, Lord. Oh! I know another good one, Walter, that needs the list. Westworld. Westworld is fucking fantastic. The sequel, Future World, Visions told me about it. It's alright. I like it. But I'll give you an example. Westworld, 10 out of 10. Future World, I still enjoyed it. It's alright. But I'd probably give it a 6 out of 10. So yeah. So I'm going to put down Future World. It was still a good watch, Visions. It just wasn't as good as... So I'm not trying to offend you, Visions. But Westworld was 10 times better. So yeah. So I'm going to put down Future World. Future World. There we are. There we go. Future builds. Bam. Bam. Bam, bam. I think I'm going to do Simba next. Then this. Then this. And then I'm really looking forward to the Polaroid one. Hopefully that's an easy build. I can't wait because that reminds me of my dad because he loves photography and he did have one of these Polaroid ones. Then he saved his money and bought a kick-ass film camera that my mom got rid of or my dad got rid of. And I'm like, I wish they would have kept it, even if it doesn't work anymore. I think the reason why my dad threw it away, it broke and he just never got it fixed or something like that. I would be like, I'll get it fixed. Let me have it. I'll put it on the shelf to remember my dad. But now it's gone. I know what kind of camera it is, so one day I'd like to find one on eBay and rebuy it. Because it actually used, like, really good, like, actual film. So, I know my mom knows what kind of camera it is, because my mom, it was a gift to my dad. My mom bought it for my dad. For either his birthday or Christmas or something like that, so... My mom's got it written down, because I said, Mom, write down that Pacific camera, because I want to buy it one day, and buy the film for it, and take some pictures with it, like Dad did. So, yeah. So, one of these days, I'm going to get it. And then I'm going to hunt down that video camera that my grandpa had. It probably doesn't work anymore, but if it doesn't work, I'll just put it on the shelf just for memories. All right, Walter, any more top 10s? If not, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. We've been going, how long have we been going for? 2 hours and 2 minutes and 54 seconds. Not a bad little show today. There we are. Whew. Not bad, my friends. Not bad at all. And we got to every single topic today, so that's good. Normally, I don't get to every single topic, and I'm like, hey, I didn't get to this one. I'll just save it for the next one, but hell yeah, motherfucker. That's right. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the show. I'm going to take off. I'm going to not eat dinner yet, but probably around 5:30, 6 o'clock, I'll probably get some dinner going. Look out for that video. I'm going to finish editing it tonight, and it'll be up later on tonight, depending on how long. All I have to do is finish the end and put the ending credits on the vlog. And I'm going to upload it on Fearsman26. It really depends on how long it takes to process these damn things. Because you have to send it to, what's that program called? What is it? You have to send it to Compressor, and it takes however long it takes to compress into a QuickTime video, and then I upload it. Because usually, it doesn't take me long to edit these fucking things. It's a bitch and a half. You have to wait an hour or 2 hours to compress the damn video, and then it takes, I don't know, another 30 or 40 minutes to upload a fucking video on my main channel or my vlog channel. So, trust me, it'll be up later on tonight, my friends. There we are. Walter says, I'm going to a murder mystery dinner tonight, which will be like, oh, nice, that'll be nice. You and your girlfriend are going to that? Nice, well, have fun, buddy. I've never went to one of those. I've heard about them. I've done some escape rooms in Missouri. I've never done an escape room in Orlando. That would be a cool vlog if I went and did something like that. That would be fun. But I've never went to a murder mystery type of dinner thing. Is it kind of like Clue? Like somebody dies and I guess you and your girlfriend at the dinner table have to figure it out, who killed who, with what weapon or whatever. That sounds fun, man. Well, I hope you guys will have a good time. I never went to one either. Well, hey, enjoy it. It actually does sound like really fun. That sounds like a very cool, fun topic. Or not topic, it sounds like a very cool concept. Concept is the right word. Walter says, yeah, it's just like Clue. Oh, nice. Nice. That's cool. Well, you and the old ball and chain have a good time. Shh, don't tell her I said that, Walter. She'll be like, what the fuck, Fears? I'm just joking. She's not an old ball and chain. I was just playing around. All right, I'm taking off. Cheers to the fans. Love you guys. Care about you guys. How was that donut, Visions? That was pretty nice of your girlfriend to get you a big old fucking bear claw, man. Dude, the bear claws in Missouri are fucking great. If you guys ever get a chance, there's this great donut shop in downtown St. Louis. Kind of like a mom and pop's type of place. It's called Donut Delight. I'm serious. If you're ever driving through Missouri, it's in the St. Louis area, you gotta hit up Donut Delight. There's no good donut shops here in Orlando. The only one that's kind of close to Donut Delight is every once in a while I'll go to Krispy Kreme, but I only get like their specialized donuts. I got the Ghostbuster donuts from there, and my favorite one was the Slimer one. It was like a glazed donut, and you bite into it, and this green slime was in the middle for Slimer. And I bit into that, and you guys saw me eat it in the vlog, and that was a pretty good one. I enjoyed that one. But yeah. But Krispy Kreme does not even hold a fucking candle in this universe or the next universe to Donut Delight. Donut Delight is literally, without a doubt, the best donuts I've ever had in my entire life. When Grandpa Fears was still alive, he would look at me and my brother, and he used to call me Johnny, because technically that's my real name. I just shortened it when I went to school. My real name is Johnny Fears. And I just thought it was more adult-ish whenever I got a job, John Fears. I remember he looked at me and he's like, hey, Johnny, you want to go to Donut Delight? I'm like, oh, hell yeah, Grandpa. Let's go. We got on some donuts, man. We got on some good donuts. So I hope you enjoyed that bear claw, Visions. It looked good. He had it on the stream. It looked big. It was like, I don't know, about that fucker looked about that big around, so there you go. Anyway, with that, I'm taking off, my friends. But I hope you enjoyed the stream. All right, don't forget to like and comment and subscribe to Fearsman26, the main channel. Subscribe to Fears Vlogs, channel number 2. Subscribe to the Sega Camp Gamer and Wear Camp on YouTube. Subscribe to the Sega Camp Gamer 22 on Twitch. Follow my buddy, my pal, Heroes and Villains Collectibles on YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, fucking everything, motherfuckers. And last, but certainly not least, follow Randall, Lord Randall, Cameo Man 2021, and the second channel, The Mayor of Magic. All right, Fears loves you guys. Fears cares about you guys. Walter, thank you so much for all the donations, my friend. That was very nice of you. You didn't have to do that. I really appreciate it. All right, this is Fears, signing off. Peace. Deuces, and as Lantern and I always say, shunk. All right, bye.